Hey guys, it's Eden. I am here for a Q&A video today, but before I post this, I wanted to let you guys know that I do have a workshop coming up in LA. It's a yoga workshop. It's going to be so fun, super body positive event, but there are only 20 mats available. So I wanted to let you know before the studio that I'm partnering with announces it, because once they announce it, it will fill probably from their members alone. So follow me on Instagram for the announcement of this workshop. I'd really love to see some of you guys there. It's super duper affordable. No one turned away for lack of funds, and it's going to be yoga, body positivity, and a great time. So on to the video.
I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free.
Hello everyone, it is me, Eden. I am headed to an event, so I'm going to try to keep it short, which we know is not possible for me. Long-winded queen of universe, mouth of the south, here I go already. So I asked your questions over on Instagram. If you're not following me, you definitely should, and I'm gonna answer them for you. So the first question is, do you ever struggle with feelings of jealousy, big or small? The answer is yes. It's human nature, and my jealousy is never like body jealousy or anything like that. It's always like, okay, here we go, getting into the deepness of it all. I don't know if it's necessarily jealousy or me feeling inferior. It's usually in business when I see someone planning a yoga retreat that's beautiful and gorgeous that I want to plan, and then I just need to take a step back and say, okay, Eden, you cannot compare your beginning to their middle or their end. Like, they've been teaching yoga for 6 or 7 years. They've built this amazing community. It's time. That's the natural progression of their business at this time. You've been teaching yoga for 2 months. You can't expect to be at their middle or their end at your very beginning. So I think the answer is yes. I do have jealousy, especially with my boyfriend. I'm like, do not look at him. But I think that I've gotten to a point in life where I can really dissect those feelings and see what I'm really feeling, and then rationally think about what I'm feeling beneath that, because I feel like jealousy is kind of like a surface level emotion, and then when you get beneath that, you can really, you know, uncover and dissect what you're really feeling. Okay, I'm going too far into this. No question, but I miss you. Oh, this is from Jules Gets Fit. Jules, if you're watching this, I'm going to be in LA June 20th through the 25th. If you have any time, is it summer for you? Hopefully it's summer for you and we can hang out, because I really want to see you. I love you. I miss you. How do you deal with coworkers who throw you under the bus, comparing yourself to others? So I kind of just talked to comparing myself to others in the previous question, but coworkers that throw you under the bus, I think it's kind of somewhat human nature for people to kind of self-perseverance to like preserve yourself. So it's almost natural for coworkers to do that, but I think you have to get to a level of professionalism where you can speak up for yourself and speak to your upper people, unless your upper person is the one throwing you under the bus, because then that's not cool. But in a professional environment, human resources exist for a reason. You should not have to deal with drama at work. You're getting paid to be there. You're getting paid to have a non-hostile work environment. So hopefully you have leadership in human resources that can step in when things like that happen, because it really shouldn't be something on top of your duties at work that you're having to deal with. That's bullshit, unprofessional. Don't do that. So workplace drama is a no for me. A lot of people were asking where I got the dress that I posted for this question answer tile on Instagram, and it's from A Beautiful State, which is owned by Altered State. No, A Beautiful Soul, which is owned by Altered State. Why are you so damn gorgeous, sis? Love ya. I don't know, Gat House Fitness. Why are you so damn gorgeous? How do you go about starting a podcast? You buy microphones. You decide if you're gonna have a co-host or not. I have 2 co-hosts and we both do our podcast via Skype. We Skype and then we record our audio. You get some kind of editing software, so either GarageBand or Audacity to cut out anything that you need in your audio, and then you decide on your host. Our host is Anchor right now. We use SoundCloud on both of my podcasts prior to Anchor. You can also use Podbean, and then they interface with the bigger places like Google Podcasts, Apple, or whatever. So just find a podcast host where you can get your RSS feed, which is how you distribute your podcast. You can literally Google all of this. Like, that's what I did. But that's kind of the basis. Find a way to record microphones, find a way to edit your podcast, and then find a podcast host. That's pretty much it. We do a video about yoga poses for beginners. It's so funny, I have a really old yoga video on my channel. It was like yoga for menstrual cramps or something like that. I don't think many people know it's there, but it's still there. I will, but here's the thing. I really want yoga videos to serve people, and the way that I'm set up right now is I need someone to help me film them. If I film them on my own, I'm not going to be able to get the angles and show the things that I really want to show for them to be super informational. So it will probably be a while out until I can afford someone to help record me. Do you plan to move in with your partner anytime soon? No. I think we're good with our current arrangement. We see each other pretty often. We both have things at each other's places, you know, that kind of thing. I think we're just really comfortable how we are now, and when it is time for us to move in, I will let you guys know. No question, the dress is adorbs. Everyone loves that red dress. It was actually way too big, but it was a very pretty dress. Would you make your own kombucha? Yes, I got into fermenting. Like, I fermented some radishes. I do my probiotic yogurt. So kombucha might be something that I'm interested in, but I want to find someone locally that I can get the SCOBY from. So yeah. Do you miss anything about corporate jobs? I predict maybe they included dry cleaning. I miss dry cleaning. My old job did all of my dry cleaning, which was amazing. Like, that was the thing that I missed the most. I also kind of miss being able to train people, which now that I have a little team, I'm able to do that in a small capacity, but I do miss like being able to go to big trainings and events and things like that in like a world that is revolved around business. I mean, I still do it here for YouTube, but it's more like a social thing, less of a business thing. But I do plan on doing some masterminds next year to kind of give me that feeling. But I am doing some consulting, so to me that feels corporate, even though it's technically just for a yoga studio. Best natural deodorant brand you have tried? I am having trouble picking one, thanks. No. I've tried, probably not even exaggerating, about 15 to 20 natural deodorants, and none of them work. The Dove one, it worked for me the first week. I had like amazing high hopes, but then after that, no, and it was making me a little itchy. And I know a lot of people have a very easy time with natural deodorant because they're not allergic to the baking soda. I'm very, very sensitive to any natural deodorant that has baking soda, so I haven't found one that worked for me yet. There's one more that I'm gonna try that I saw on Instagram that looks promising, and then I want to try the clay dry one as well. Those two are like my next two, but I really don't have one that I can recommend that's like fantastic because I haven't found one. Have you ever been a raw foodist? No. I did a what I eat in a day raw for a day one time, which that was fun and that was easy, and I was satiated and satisfied. And I feel like in the summer, I have raw days, but I've never been a raw foodist. Like, in the summer, I'll literally eat watermelon for a whole day, and then like for dinner have like cucumber, avocado, tomato salad with like some kind of dressing, and I'm like, I didn't eat anything cooked all day. I mean, other than my coffee or whatever. But no, I've never been a raw foodist, but you know, to each his own. Who is your favorite chubby Asian vegan? Aw, this is from Mama-san. She owns Hippie's Vegan Eats here in Austin. I'm actually headed to her Kickstarter party right after this, so I'm excited for her. Her and her husband, Papa-san, they have their food truck opening. They've been doing vegan meats, vegan cheeses, kimchi right for the past, I don't know, couple of years, and I'm just always so impressed by all of their products. So anyhow, from 300 pounds and running, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck? I think they don't chuck wood at all, do they? I don't know. I feel like Siri told me this. Hey Siri, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Assuming a spherical woodchuck in a vacuum, about 42.
All right, there's your answer. Are you planning on teaching yoga anywhere soon? So this is someone that lives in Austin, and I have been teaching yoga in Austin, but I've been doing it for corporate events, and I've been doing it for like small groups. Like someone like, oh, I have 4 or 5 girlfriends that want to do a yoga class. Will you come do it? So I've been doing that. But once I get back from LA, yes, I absolutely plan on doing yoga here in Austin, like for subscribers that live in the area. I have all of you guys on an invite list. I want to do a plus size poolside event, so I've been waiting for it to warm up. It's been like warm, and then all of a sudden it'll be freezing again, and the pools aren't quite warm. But outside of that, I do want to do some different yoga in the parks and stuff, probably down at Zilker. So I will let you guys know as soon as I'm teaching more public classes here in Austin. I've just been practicing, trying to get my game up before I have my own peeps there, you know? Why are you so gorgeous? Jesus, girl, he made me this way. Did you know I love you with all of my heart? I love you with all of my heart. These are all just so sweet. How does one find faith? You know, that's a really hard one, because I don't know that faith is really something you can find. It's just something that you have to feel. It's like a feeling for me more than something that like I see outside of myself. Faith for me is like that light, that urge, that push that lets you know that everything's gonna be okay when you're down in the dumps. Like when you're thinking, oh, I don't know where the money for rent's gonna come from next month, and then something else pushes through and it's like, but we're gonna figure out, we're gonna be okay. It's like, it's that little, it's the devil's advocate or whatever it is, like the light, the good guy and the bad guy on your shoulder. Faith is the good guy that always whispers that good thing in your ear. So you can, sometimes faith feels like intuition. Sometimes faith is someone else saying the thing that you need to hear in that moment. That's like faith being instilled on you. So faith is kind of a weird thing, but it's really the light to your darkness, and it's really the thing that helps pull you out of dark places when you need it most. What book did you like reading most from yoga teacher training curriculum? So we didn't have very many books, but The 4 Agreements is probably one of the favorite ones, and that's like something that I think everyone should read or get on Audible. It's like a really quick audiobook, and I love it. What is your favorite vegan clothing brand? Where do you shop? I shop at Torrid. This dress is Torrid. This, I think this, I don't remember where this is from actually. I love Torrid. I love Lane Bryant sometimes. I love A Beautiful Soul. I love, I don't know, head over to my Instagram. I always post where I get my outfits from. It's so hard, but I don't have any favorite vegan clothing stores. Vegan clothing stores really don't sell plus size for the most part. There are some vegan like shirt companies that have expanded and started to sell bigger sizes, but vegan clothing and ethical clothing, they don't sell plus size clothing, or if they do, they look like potato sacks that cost $400. So no. Oh, I like Universal Standard. What else do I like? I feel like there are a lot that I just can't think of them right now. Are you loving your Apple Watch? I'm thinking of switching over from Fitbit. I love it. And I had an Apple Watch previously, the older version, Series 2, and then it didn't track yoga. So I ended up switching to Fitbit, and then I was at T-Mobile and they're like, hey, you can get this. It's like $10 a month. And I was like, okay, why not? So I do love it. I love the tracking on it. I wear it every single day. I loved my old Apple Watch. It just needed some updating. So if you get the Series 4, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. And it's a little bit more accurate than my last Fitbit. Message me on Instagram if you want more in-depth information. What makes me feel empowered? Just knowing that I have a voice and that even if it's only one person, people are gonna listen, and that what I have to say is important. And so I guess what makes me feel empowered are my passions, and that I'm gonna speak about my passions regardless of how other people feel about them. And yeah, that's like in a nutshell. There are probably 1,000 answers to that, honestly, but that was just the one that came up first. Where's your new vegan tattoo gonna be? I don't know. My old vegan tattoo is still here for the moment. I chickened out about getting it covered up because they said it had to be 3 times bigger than this one, and I feel like this one's already big. So for right now, I just have this one still, but I think that the new one's gonna be like right here when I finally get the old one covered. I remember you wanted to have foster children one day. Have you changed your mind on that? No, I haven't changed my mind on that at all. I still feel like that's a huge calling for me, and it's not even like a want. I feel like it's actually a calling for me to be a foster parent. So I haven't changed my mind on that. I'm just not in the place where I want children right now at all. I have too much going on for kiddos, and kudos to everyone out there who does it all, but I don't feel like I could do it all. As a fellow short stack, where do you find jeans that aren't too long? Torrid. I really like the cut by the cloth jeans. They're really good, and the Old Navy Rockstar jeans are so good because they come in several lengths and they're super affordable, and they're probably like my favorite fit of jeans, the Old Navy Rockstar. They're like high-waisted and they fit really good. They make your butt look good. But yeah, that's my answer there. When will you travel or do some kind of tour? I'm dying to meet you. I'm in DC. I feel like the demand would really have to be there for that. I say it all the time, like if you want me to come to your local Veg Fest, tell the people that organize it. Because if they invite me, then I'll come. But I can't travel to every single one on my own, but if I'm invited to be a part of the panel or something, I can. So the best way if you want to see me somewhere is to ask your organizers to invite me, because it's hard for me to know what cities you guys are in and what the demand is. Like, I know if I go to LA, if I go to Southern California, lots of people are gonna be there. I know if I go to Dallas, lots of people are gonna be there, but outside of that, I don't really know. So that's a really easy way to get me to your city. And the last ones are just telling me that they love that dress that I posted in again. So that is my Q&A for today, my friends. If you would like to be able to ask me questions in future Q&As, head over to Instagram and make sure you watch my stories, because I try to do them at least once a month. I try to do a Q&A, or once every other month or something like that. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for your patience with slow videos lately. Nicole hasn't been feeling very well, but she's back up and at 'em, so I'm really happy about that. And then she'll be back down again next month because she has to have surgery. And then I'm out of town in LA, but I'll be vlogging, and then I'm moving right after that. So there'll probably be a little bit of lapse when I'm moving and stuff too, but anyhow, you know, and I'm working and there's just a lot going on. So I love you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. Until next time, remember to keep an open mind, keep an open heart, practice unconditional compassion, but don't take shit from anyone. I love you guys endlessly, and I hope you love yourselves even more. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.